Hey there, everyone. Today, we're going to dive into a fascinating topic, the Book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verses 1 to 35. Now, let's start with a bit of background information. The Book of Proverbs is a collection of wisdom literature in the Hebrew Bible, and it's a part of the Old Testament. It's believed to have been written by King Solomon, who was known for his wisdom and understanding. So, let's take a look at chapter 7, verses 1 to 35. This section is all about the dangers of adultery and the consequences of giving into temptation. It's a powerful reminder of the importance of staying true to one's spouse and avoiding the pitfalls of infidelity. Proverbs 7:1 to 27 is a cautionary tale warning against the dangers of sexual immorality, specifically adultery, and emphasizing the importance of adhering to wisdom and God's commandments. The chapter presents a narrative of a young man who is seduced by an adulterous woman, highlighting the deceptive nature of sin and its destructive consequences. Elaboration. The chapter begins with an exhortation to hold wisdom and God's teachings close to the heart, comparing this to guarding the apple of your eye, which is a vital and precious part. This emphasizes the importance of prioritizing wisdom and obeying God's instructions as a means of protection against temptation. The narrative then illustrates the dangers of straying from wisdom through the story of a young man who is seduced by an adulterous woman. The woman uses deceptive and manipulative tactics to ensnare him, promising pleasure and freedom while concealing the true consequences of her actions. The chapter concludes with a strong warning against succumbing to temptation, emphasizing that the path of adultery leads to destruction and death. It emphasizes the importance of listening to wisdom and avoiding the ways of the immoral woman, as her house is a highway to the grave. In essence, Proverbs 7:1 to 27 is a powerful reminder that wisdom and adherence to God's commandments are essential for protecting oneself from the destructive consequences of sin and finding true fulfillment in life. What is the main message in Proverbs chapter 7? It is a warning to obey God's commandments and keep away from an adulterous woman, or man, for that matter. What is Proverbs telling us? Reminds us that God concerns himself not just with the big, cataclysmic events of life, but even those mundane, invisible moments in our lives as well. What is Proverbs telling us? Reminds us that God concerns himself not just with the big, cataclysmic events of life, but even those mundane, invisible moments in our lives as well. Thank you for joining me today as we explored this fascinating chapter of the Bible. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting content. Until next time, stay curious and keep learning.